God know I'm prepared for that shit he about to give me. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just me wetting my beak a little bit, tapping in certain zones, because it's gonna be. I'm using them planes as transportation now. That's like a rental car. That's like a car. Like, we using that motherfucker to get us from A to B, and A to B ain't just the next state over from you or the next like the world. The earth is our turf. It's time to move around, man. It's time to shake this P and shake this game all across this motherfucker, bro. China need to hear this shit. Japan, Africa, everybody need to hear this shit we talking about, bro. And just our energy when we pull up places. Like, we one of a kind. We one of ones. Michigan. It's like we in the middle of everything. We gumbo. We a pot of everything. Yep. The South normally stick to the South ways. The East Coast stick to the East ways. The West Coast stick to the West Coast ways. Midwest, up north, we got like some of all of them in us. So we one of a kind type people. You know what I'm saying? Even though the South and the East and West might be that everything, the only thing in the world know a lot because they the ones in entertainment and they the ones doing music and they the ones that's really known. But the Midwest, we some smooth, well-rounded, seasoned, saucy motherfuckers, bro, because we pick up from everybody. Like I said, some people in certain regions, they only stick to their ways because they got walls. We don't got no walls. We fuck with everybody. So
that's crazy.
It's important for me to go across this motherfucking globe and sprinkle this shit and see what God got for me in these areas and see what I learned and see what I experienced. It's just going to push me as the businessman, as the boss, as the artist, as the king and God I am.
More to life.
Yeah, more to life. It's more to
life. I
life.
never heard nobody define somebody from the Midwest like that before, bro. That's dope. So many people need to hear you say that. Me. I mean, nobody has ever.
Never met me. That's why. I know. Hear a lot of things you never heard.
So many people, like, they would try to down, like, being from this joint. Oh, I got to go out here. And, like, you just like, no, like, we're great being from this mug. Listen. Most people like, well, we always getting something from somebody else, but you actually took that and flipped it on his head and made it a positive.
That makes you powerful if you got some of everybody.
For sure.
And you able to read people and understand people and supply and demand. And you a people, I'm a man's man. I'm a people person. So it's important that I touch and feel everybody energy and get everybody and tap in on everybody frequency. That's just gonna make me an all around sharper motherfucker. Right. So now how I know how the West operate, how the East operate, how the South operate. I need to know how they operate in Japan. I need to know how they operate in Italy, how they operate in Africa. Because if I'm all of them in me,
beast,
trillionaire, Black Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like definitely, it's going down like a water slide. I'm about to keep traveling, booked and gone. We get to the bag, BAG, booked and gone. We get to the motherfucking bag, and we put in the work. People don't understand, like, we starting to show the headaches that comes with traveling and figuring that shit out because we don't go to just Cancun and Tulum and Cabo and like all you other niggers do. We don't just do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't nothing but Houston, Miami, and Dallas to me. We go places that niggas are scared to go. I done had niggas like, man, y'all all the way over there. Y'all can get lost. Now I can get lost here. I can get killed walking my dog on foot.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, I'm about to step on this land. I'm about to see how this shit is over here. I'm about to go mingle with these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't fear nothing but God, man. Like, God bless me to get to this. Like, I'm tired of seeing you niggas. Like what Max say, I get to the mall when it open because I don't want to see niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm tired of this shit around here. I'm burnt out on this shit around here. But I love living and I want to be here. So how you tell God you tired of shit, but you begging him to keep you around? So hey, I need more to add to my plate. I need to see more shit. You know what I'm saying? And after I go around the globe once, if it get bored, I'm going to go around that motherfucker again. But I still want to be here, but we got to go everywhere. Booked and gone, we going everywhere, bro. We going everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. Tell the people.
That's all I'm on, to be honest. I don't even care about going into the fucking States no more.
Oh, yeah, that's
I don't even care about being in the States no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I like that shit don't even mean it. I be telling Lowe's, like, I'm about to go down. I'm like, Atlanta, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he gonna call me. He gonna call me. I'm going down to Tennessee. I said, Tennessee, what the fuck is you doing in Tennessee?
And I was just like, man. I looked at him like, damn, you right. Like, this shit seem lame as hell now, bro. The State's lame as hell. I don't know how you niggas breaking y'all neck every week to keep going to Houston and Dallas and shit. Shout outs to Houston, Dallas. I love it. I have fun there and be turned. But we going places to where I don't like
something click different when you get over there.
And them kind of places is cool. Cancun and them type of places is cool. But I don't want to see niggas doing nigger shit. I don't want to see motherfuckers twerking and shit. We didn't see twerking in Italy. We didn't see nobody big booty hoes, huh? With it. And we ain't see none of that in Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? So like we going places where it's really different culture. I'm burnt out on all this shit. And maybe once I start doing, as I'm doing all that, I might miss this shit again. And then like, oh, okay, now I want to go back to see the twerking and all the dumb nigga shit. But right now, I'm tired of you niggas.
Sure.
I'm tired of you niggas.
And it's just a different ball game because understanding, I be trying to tell people like, man, like what it's like over there, what it's like once you cross that ocean, bro, some in here click, some change. It's a gear move, and everybody I ever talked to that's been around the globe, that's been across the seas, they all said the same thing, bro. Like he would tell you, shout out Booked and Gone.
And you just be genuinely happy.
Bro. Except for this motherfucker, it'd be 7 a.m. and this nigga, Lux, what the fuck we doing?
Trying to find something else to do because I'm never caught.
Living in the moment.
Yeah,
the 360 right there.
I gotta live in the moment, bro. I'm living in the moment, and it's hard because I just keep on. What's next? What is next, bro? But I'm learning. Yeah, you did. Looking ass nigga.
Here we go.
Light skinned ass.
That's so funny. I was just telling my homie we was doing a session yesterday, and I was working on some music, and I was telling
you
homie,
do music?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You rap?
No, I produce. That's what I said. Troy like a mentor to me, and it's crazy because
I was say light skinned ain't in no more, nigga.
Oh, we ain't never leaving. We
Shout
ain't never
also.
leaving.
Shout out also.
Yeah,
light skins, we in here all the time.
Since Christopher Williams and Albie Short.
But no, I was over at Troy crib one day, and that man Chico literally walked up in that joint.
Oh yeah,
I was literally just telling that story yesterday. That's crazy that you said that.
Yeah, Troy was born into a music family.
Man,
Shout out
crazy,
to
right? Troy Caesar.
My brother, love him to death. He mean everything to me.
Yes.
The Barge?
Yeah.
Chico
literally just walked up in the crib, bro. Like, comfy.
Yeah, that's his blood people. His family. He come from a family.
Yeah,
they some talented motherfuckers.
For sure.
It's crazy.
Just addictions.
They hear it differently.
You know what I'm saying? But they some talented motherfuckers, bro. Addictions had hurt it. But shit happens.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't take that God gift away from them. They some talented.
They all got it.
Yeah,
they all got it.
They sprinkled a lot on the Jacksons and everything. Like they influence you all throughout music. The DeBarges. Shout out to the DeBarges. They from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
For sure.
Real or fictional? Give me your top 5 hustlers of all time.
Real or fictional?
Real or fictional, movie hustler, whatever, real people in real life.
I'm too real to do fictional.
Okay, then keep it real with us.
Big Meech, because he did it without murdering motherfuckers. He did it without, him and his brother took that shit all across the fucking world, bro, and brung niggas together. And didn't nobody hate and wasn't nobody mad. And if you came up during that time, all the stories was always positive. All the stories was always bossy. I'm so happy that nigga out. Man, I didn't cry when he got out. And it's crazy how the world turned. We gonna get to that, but how everybody build you up and love you, but then when you out, it's like I ain't really been seeing a lot of love stories on people Instagrams. All these celebrities that say this nigga name through all these raps over the years. I ain't seeing them show no love. Like it's like they scared of their investors and shit to act like they knew. Like you see, they crucified LeBron saying "Welcome home." He's like, how could you say that to a convicted drug dealer and you a basketball player and you supposed to be like? I'd be like, damn, did God hold the money back from me because he didn't want me to be? Because he know I ain't cool with being a puppet or I can't express how I feel about certain things because people that invested in me or endorsements I got might get mad and cut me off if I say certain things. I'd be like, damn, God, is that why you held some shit back? Because you know I'm going to be this nigga and what I'm going to stand on. I'm like a Boosie. I'm going to stand on whatever I feel through everything. They would have crucified. I'm a Trump supporter. They would have crucified me as an artist if I was a big artist because I wouldn't have not let that go. Right. I would have stood on that. I don't give a fuck who endorsed me. Take your money back. I get back. You know what I'm saying? So Big Meech, Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, Shaman Figures. He from here. He was born and raised Grand Rapids, Michigan. Rest in peace, Shaman Figures. That's 4. And Trump. Yeah. Ultimate hustler. Yeah, and Trump. Yeah. I'm just flying off the head. So it might be more. I might miss out on some people, but Al Capone, Big Meech, Shaman Figures,
Pablo Escobar,
Trump. I said 5.
You ain't say Hove? How you feel about Hove?
Hold on, because I'm about to put Hove in there if I only have 4. Big Meech,
you have 5.
Al Capone, Shaman,
Lucky, and Trump.
That's 5. I take Lucky out and put Hove. Bet. And we're gonna leave it at that. If I forgot anybody else, so what? I got 2 blacks, 1 Italian, 1 white, and 1 a nigga from my city. Bet. So that I looked up to. So yeah, that's cool. That's a nice list. Yeah, for sure. That's a nice list.
Hello.
I guess going off Trump being your 5th, let's get right into it, man.
Talk to me.
So, go. How you feel about being?
We won.
Tight beat.
We won. He's back in office. My nigga back in office, bro. He one of us.
You want to get the hat? You want to get the hat popping for the Trump?
Hand me that. Hand me that hat.
Like,
hand me that. Oh, yeah. My left wrist got a president because Trump was fucking president. The downtown residents look like I won a settlement. Yeah, yeah. We won. We won. Talk to me.
Definitely speak. When you speak of Trump, you speak with hella passion. You speak of hella, just everything. The way you talk about Trump definitely resonate with you. So pretty much tell the people about how you feel about Trump.
Trump a boss.
Type beat.
End of story. Trump a motherfucking boss. No matter how you want to cut it, how you want to look at it. I've never been a hater of bosses. I don't give a fuck what color they is. I'm not a racist. I done had more white people look out for me and give me information that could help me more than my own people. You know what I'm saying? I done had Mexicans then put me in positions more than my own people. Not saying I don't like my people. I love my people. But at the end of the day, I just respect the boss. Trump a boss. He been a boss. At the end of the day, when that nigga got indicted, he walked in them courtrooms and looked at the motherfuckers and said, not guilty and fuck y'all. And what I got to pay? What are y'all going to take from me? Take it. Okay, when I leave here, I'm going to go sell some shoes and get in traffic and get a bag with some product moving and get to the money and don't cry about nothing and keep it moving. That's why I won't lead me. I respect that. I understand that. I understand we not going to focus on the problem. We going to focus on the solution. We going to focus on getting it situated. Y'all took something from me. I came and took it back. You know, at the end of the day, like, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm fighting through it all. Y'all trying to send me to prison. Y'all shooting. He identified with me more than anybody else. Than any other motherfucking president. I don't give a fuck the color you was. I don't identify with Barack. Or what? He's too, I don't know him. I understand Trump. I understand that kind of person. Barack seemed like he was more made up and more groomed into politics. Trump a motherfucker that just said, I'm crazy enough to have this idea, and I might just pull it off. That sounds like more like me.
Valid.
That wasn't a nigga that was groomed into politics. That's a motherfucker who said, I want some more power. I think I can pull this off. I think I can figure this out. And he fucking did it. How you hating on that? I ain't a hater. It don't matter what color you is. And at the end of the day, I know we run the world. Girls, you heard the Beyonce song? That shit sound fly as hell on it. But that shit only apply in America. Women is not looked equal as us in other countries. I'm just being honest. I'm just being P. And I love my mothers. I love my sisters. I love my aunties and all of them. But ain't nobody gonna respect no woman coming in them rooms making executive decisions. Them people know Trump will blow a gasket. They know if you disrespect us, Trump will get on your ass. Trump a gangster at the end of the day. Roy Cohn was his lawyer. That was the same lawyer for the whole mafia. Go watch the movie Apprentice. It's at the movies right now. It'll tell you how Trump came up in New York.
Go check
it out. I don't care if he don't understand my culture or understand me as a black person. He understand me as an American. I'm American. And long as he make America great, I'm a benefit from that. And I'm not no nigga looking for the loan or the PPP. I ain't getting none of that. Look it up. There's a way you can look that up. My name is public. Look it up. I ain't get none of that. Even though the people who did it spent the money with me, but I ain't get it. I didn't file that shit. I don't know how to figure out loans and shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it still benefited. But that ain't why I'm happy he there. I'm happy because he's just a hustler. He a leader. He a boss. And how, like, in the words of the great Big Meech, when he did, it's an interview on the internet where he did an interview where he was saying, however you lead is how your team gonna be. Sure. If you a robbing ass boss, your team gonna be a team full of robbers. If you a tricking ass boss, your team gonna be a whole bunch of niggas in the club, in the strip club, chasing pussy and paying for bitches to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you a boss that know how to take the good with the bad, your team gonna know how to move as men and move as one and keep everybody. So saying all that to say this, I want the boss of the free world to be a hustler. I want the boss of the free world to be resilient. I want the consistent, fearless. I want the boss of the free world because that's all it's going to be a domino effect to the world. Once people get out their feelings, think about this. When Trump was in office, that's when Trump got in office the first time, everybody was getting LLCs, everybody was getting businesses, everybody was starting their own companies and all that. And a lot of the energy was they felt that, man, this motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing for us. He ain't gonna do shit for us. We gotta get up off our ass and do something now. Even if that was the thing that sparked all of us to have a entrepreneurial spirit and a hustler spirit, that we felt he wasn't gonna do nothing for us, you know how much you helped? Bro, helping ain't always giving a person something. That's real. Saying no to a motherfucker can help him.
For sure.
Help him more. Giving you something might hurt you. It might cripple you. It might handicap you. Telling me no, if I really want it, I'm going to find another way to get it. And it's going to get something out of me I ain't even know I had in me. So even if the reason that they was doing it was because they feel he wasn't going to do nothing, he still helped you. Think about that. You thinking he wasn't going to be there for you, it made you get up and be there for yourself. So at the end of the day, it's just that energy that he brings. But that's the flip side of that energy. If you don't get caught up in your emotions, getting caught up in your feelings, you'll realize mine is the shit he might not say correct. Mine is the things that he say off the rip because he speak from the heart, so he's supposed to make mistakes. I don't want no robot up there. I don't want nobody perfect. I didn't feel I could become president when Obama became president because the color of my skin. That nigga ain't a nigga. They don't look like a nigga to me. You look like a cream nigga, you know what I'm saying? But they say he black, but hey, that nigga look cream. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Trump make me feel like I could be president because Trump ain't perfect. Trump didn't grow up in politics. Trump don't always say everything right. And I know if I go up there and I had that job, I'm going to make mistakes too. I'm going to say things off too. Y'all might get some old footages of me talking about I was in the club and grabbed the bitch pussy and let her smell my cologne and knocked her because I'm that nigga. That's how bosses think. That's how bosses talk. They just don't say it. Trump say it. So I like a person that's bold. I like a person that's outgoing. That's why All Real Podcast, everything is on the way. Because I don't feel like I'm scared to put it out now. Because not scared because I don't fear nothing. But I would hate for something to help me, get me and my family good and get us out the ghetto and get us financially stable, and then it can get all taken away from me because I spoke from the heart, or I spoke something that's on my heart, or I spoke something that God told me to, and now I'm canceled because this culture we living in, you gotta watch what you say because you might offend people, and everybody's so fucking sensitive and everybody's so fucking weak. Maybe we'll get a little more strength now because our leader not weak. Maybe we'll get a little more strength now because our leader can fight indictments, get shot at, get election stole from, and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Why you think that none of the real niggas go against him? You didn't see Hov voting for that girl. You didn't see the real niggas talking about they vote or endorsing that girl. A couple athletes that's controlled by the higher ups, they made them say, hey, endorse her because we don't want him in office. And it ain't that they don't want him in office because he neglecting us. When have they ever gave a fuck about niggas? You think they would put him in office if he was gonna say fuck us? They not putting him in office because he's not listening to them. They want puppets. The president ain't nothing but a puppet, bro. And they didn't want him back in office because he one of them niggas that, hey, I had money before this. I got more money than what the president make. I'm not listening to y'all. Him and Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and Dana White and all that, man, they about to create their own world in a world. And I'm cool with that. It's time to shift this shit all the way up. The way this shit been going is not right, bro. And I'm tired of my people living on the Democrat plantation. You know what I'm saying? They the ones treating us like slaves for real, bro. Convincing us that they with us and they got our best interests and they got our back. And then when we get them in there, they turn around and do what they want to do and sell us out or our kids' future on the back end. I'm cool with Trump looking me in my face and saying, I don't really know y'all. I don't really give a fuck about y'all, but I want America good. That's cool with me. I know where I stand with you from the door. Instead of you shaking my hand, acting like we cool, but behind my back saying, man, get that nigga up out here. Trump might look at you in your face and say nigga, but he gonna say, let's get some money, nigga. And I'm gonna say, cool, let's get it. Yeah. Let's get some money, hunky. And we gonna smile about it and smoke cigars and drink Japanese whiskey and get to the bag. and that just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All Real Everything podcast, so it's coming out because I feel that if the leader of the free world can be honest, blunt, and say whatever the fuck he want to feel, can't nobody be hollering that cancel shit no more. How you gonna cancel me and our president saying this crazy shit I'm saying? You can't cancel me now. I got Trump bagging me. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? He got Kodak out. He started the paperwork for Harry O. He started the paperwork for Big Meech. He started the paperwork for Larry Hoover. I don't know no other president trying to help them niggas get out that got locked up because of this bullshit system. He didn't let niggas out. He let Kodak out. He didn't help Kanye West get money in plenty of ways. Mike Tyson said he helped him get out of his contract with Don King back in the day. Even though they said he fucked Robin Givens the week after that. Hey, that's boss shit. That's nigga shit. I fuck with Trump. So, you know, I'm happy he's the president. I endorsed him. I'm a boss. I don't sugarcoat shit. I won't get on no interview and lead the people wrong and tell them something different just because a lot of people are people pleasers and they got public businesses and shit. Because I know a lot of people that really voted for Trump but was on the internet talking about Kamala, I stand with her and all that because they people pleasers. They own public businesses. They didn't want to offend nobody. Everybody got to watch what they say and watch how they really feel and watch what they do because of money. So back to what you said. Do I feel, I mean, how can I know that God controlling me and money not controlling me? That's one of the reasons. Because I do everything that can stop the money. I say things that can hurt the money. I speak my mind knowing that can fuck up relationships and money. So that show you right there, God got me and not the money. Because I'm on the internet advocating for Trump every day. You know how many people I might lost or might turned away? But I felt that in my heart that was what we needed and that was going to put this ship to get our mind right. And I stood on it. So back to your question, money don't run me because I would have been doing the popular thing and being a people pleaser and worried about people perception of me, even though that's important in this world. But now that we got Trump, I don't think it is. Fuck how you feel about me. I'm going to get rich regardless. Especially in this administration. Watch me. You'll be in that Rolls Royce real soon. My left wrist got a president because Trump was fucking president. The downtown residents look like I want a settlement. Don't it? This ain't no place we rented. This is mine. Oh my! I got a couple of them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, Black Republican. Yeah.
My next question is: so why you ain't get that man that 1,500?
Oh, you funny. Man, when I read that shit, I was like, man, this is crazy. And then another motherfucker had something to say about it who didn't get that man that $1,200 for his glasses. So it was the funniest shit on earth. But yeah, this my brother.
Moving on. I was just bullshit. With that.
And shout outs to my brother Losi and his motherfucking wife Trina. I love them to death, man. Booked and gone. I experienced things with these people that I never experienced in my life, so I can never forget about them. And I love them dearly, dearly, because it's kind of hard to impress me. I already told you that early in the interview. But going to a different country for the first time, like normally I'm the person that might, encourage or motivate or inspire. I might do that to him where he might inbox me and be like, man, I love what you're doing. I love how you doing it. I love how you live in it. I'm normally the teacher to everybody around me. I'm normally the stunner. I'm Birdman to everybody around me. I'm Floyd to everybody around me. I'm Trump to everybody around me. But I had to experience something with them for the first time as I'm just little old Marcello. Like, I was so happy to be here.
That inner child came out.
Yeah, I was so impressed. It was like they actually witnessed the time with me that don't know. Because everybody around me, I always look like, oh, ain't nothing. I done been in that. Or I done drove in that. Or I done been on that plane. Or I done did this. Or I done been there. So it's like, ain't nothing coming nobody. And that's my wall that I protect myself with, to never be a flunky or a fuck nigga or a nigga who got to jump in waves and dick ride niggas to get in. Like, no, I don't give a fuck what you got. Nigga, I done seen it, I done lived it, I done experienced it, I done been close enough to it where I feel like I had it, nigga. You don't impress me. Oh, I see you. Okay, little nigga, hand. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the air and stay there. That's how you impress me. Walk on water, nigga. Until you do that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But they actually was able to see me being a for the first time ever around anybody. And like, really, man, I'm not tooting my own horn, and you don't know me, so I'm being totally honest right now. They the first person to ever see me in the awe. Because I'm never really in awe about nothing. Before I got around Floyd, I'd have been around drug kingpins. My Uncle Ernest was one of the biggest drug dealer in this city. That's my daddy's brother. My daddy is one of the biggest pimps in this city. So I done been around limos, Rolls Royces, Benzes, and all that shit my whole life. Floyd will tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Like, our family come from that. They might was doing the wrong things to get the money, but they was doing the right things with it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all about balance. I don't knock a motherfucker how they get their money. I laugh at you if you ain't getting none, because how I earn you is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, they actually was around me in a awe. Cause like I said, I'm not really impressed with shit because all my life, bro, I've been around top of the line shit and quality shit and boss shit. Thanks to the family I was born in on mama's side and daddy's side. They was moving and grooving. So at times we witnessed struggle, adversity, and it been humble beginnings. It been time where the roaches was crawling out the motherfucking cereal box. It been time the lights was off. It been time wasn't no motherfucking combs in the house. I had to comb my fro with a fork. It been times wasn't no motherfucking lights on in the house. We was lighting candles. It been times when no heat on and we had the oven on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, for the most part, it been a lot of fucking ups. It's just them guys went so up that when you go so far up, ain't nothing down but rock bottom. But I always think them is in my DNA that I seen even my mama bounce back from a drug habit that I thought she could never shake. She shook it and was a boss before it, lost everything, became a boss again. I watched my daddy up, down, drug addict, alcoholic, bounce up. So I knew that no matter what I go through in life, I'm always going to get through it. So what I'm saying is that even at my lowest, or if I don't have nothing, I still feel like a king, because all these motherfuckers I seen at times where they was low, I seen them turn back to God. I seen them turn back to a boss. I seen them turn back to a king. So I know it's in my DNA. So I don't fear heights. I don't fear of being down. I don't fear of being up. It's always going to work out for me. So, but I'm just saying, not being long-winded, it was just dope for them to actually see me happy. Because like I said, this shit started becoming normal where I ain't really that more so happy. I mean, I'm happy to accomplish things and see things, but I just don't really be impressed with the little shit around here and all that. It's like, it's normal. But seeing Italy, I was very impressed.
That's what's up.
It was amazing, bro. Just... you can't even explain the feeling. Mm-hmm. You can't even explain the feeling.
That's why the first thing I asked him when we talked about, I was like, what was the air like? So I'm like, the air just looked like it was different over there.
Yeah, bro. You can't explain the feeling, just the atmosphere, the air, everything. It was just, it's a very romantic country as well. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't, it wouldn't have been cool to go with a whole bunch of niggas, y'all looking for some bitches and shit, y'all trying to mingle and boss up and see some bitches twerking and shit. That's what I say, it wasn't that vibe. It was, you need to be with your wife or your girlfriend or with the family or with the kids. It was romantic. It was just sexy. It's just, Italy was a vibe. Tokyo was definitely a vibe too. Tokyo more fast and cultural and like dope and New Yorkish and sightseeing, but Italy was just like, man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I experienced that with Trina and Los for the first time in my life, and I could never forget that. Never. That's crazy. That was. I told Los, I said, bro, this trip was better than buying any rollie, any coupe, any of those things, bro. This meant more to me than any of those things, and I experienced it with him. That was fire. That's crazy. Yeah. The passport stamp that I was addicted to the stamps that was on a brick. 36 ounces of kilo. You know what that is? I don't know if you know that. I was addicted to seeing those stamps. Mm-hmm. Now I'm addicted to seeing the passport stamps. Yeah.
I want to get into that. So right there, talk about being in that game to transitioning to going legit and making sure you know you're doing everything the right way. Like, you know, choices and all that, mindset, all that. Like,
coming up, it was just the DNA. It was everywhere. That's what everybody done. You had to get out. You had to make a way for yourself. And I was born into that life. Mm-hmm. So I know God was going to see me through because I really didn't have no choice. They say you always got a choice, but a lot of times in some situations you don't. Right now, what's important is right now. You got to do what's right now, what works for you, because consumers energy, DTE, and all that, they ain't giving a fuck about you trying to figure some out or plot some out or plan some out. You might not got time to go to college for 4 years and try to figure you. Tomorrow is the most important thing in your life, is getting through tomorrow. For sure. So I got to do what's important right now, and right now was shit. That's the first thing. Dope. Just streets, drugs. I don't give a fuck, pimping, whatever it took. I was a hustler though, so at the end of the day, I shovel snow. I raked leaves. If you had a whole bunch of leaves in your grass, I would knock on your door and actually cut. I rake your leaves and bag it up. Give me $5, $10, please. And people respected that. I was doing that like 8 and 9, probably 7. I got in the game. I started hustling. I started selling drugs at like 9, 9, 10 years old, bro. And it's crazy. Rest in peace, my daddy. My daddy seen me on that. And this what kind of street, and I'm going to keep it 100. Like, some people might listen to this interview and say, man, that was wrong. Like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all don't know what he was going through. That was a real nigga to me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day.
Dive fully into your pops, because I was going to ask you about your pops.
Yeah, he you know, Pop's a Rolling Stone where he lays at his home. You know what I'm saying? He moving and grooving, pimping. This house, this chick house, this chick house. So sometimes he come through. When he come through, he pulling up. Bags for everybody. We can go live it up for a minute, but Pops might have to get back on the road. You and your mama won't have to figure it out while I shake and bake, and then I come back. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand a lot of things then, but I understand them now. You got to keep it moving. You living how you know what I'm saying? So Pops see me. I'm out on the block, out on Lafayette and Highland. I'm out there selling gank. It's fake drugs. It's like candle wax, and you mix baking soda and orange gel with it, just so the fiend tasted it to make their mouth numb, and they think it's coke, but it's really fake.
That's crazy.
I'm out there selling that shit, and I'm out there on the block selling that shit. My daddy coming down the block, and I'm running to a car to make a sale, and I'm running back to the in front of the store. And he just paying attention to me and seeing me. He pull up and he rolled on the window. He's like, man, walk your way, go to the house. And he didn't even give me a ride to the house. He went and drove up the street and made me walk back up the street. And when I came up the street, he was like, he take me in the backyard. I never forget. He got his little Newport box. And it's like a plastic in the Newport box. He has some stones in it. Before he got to that, though, he like, man, what the fuck you down there doing? I'm like, I'm just chilling with my friends, Dad. And he like, nigga, I was down the street watching you. I seen you running that motherfucking car and run back, count some motherfucking money. You all out in the streets laughing and smiling like this shit sweet, this shit cool. And I was like, no, I want that. And then I told him, I was like, he's like, man, be honest with me. Be 100 with me, bro. Don't lie to me, bro. And I was like, man, me and my friend selling this fake drugs. Like, we told him what it was. And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to make some money and shit. I be hungry sometimes. Mama doing this and that. Sometimes ain't no money in the house. Right now I got to do what I got to do. And he like, man, at the end of the day, I'm moving and grooving, so I can't really be on you and on what you should be doing and what you're doing, because you're surviving right now. And I understand I ain't always absent. I mean, I ain't always present. So at the end of the day, but just whatever you around, you need to be doing it, and you need to be doing it the right way, because you can still get caught up in the mix of things. Even if you down there not doing nothing, you might as well be hustling, because if you is down there with these niggas, the police still can run up on y'all. They can throw their rocks by you. You can catch a case. If a motherfucker come through with a drive-by and shoot everybody, you gonna get shot. So if you're in the mix of that, if you're in the mix of anything, make sure you getting some money out of it. So how long you been doing this? I'm like, man, for like a week or two, that's it, man. He like, well, throw that shit away you got. Here goes some real shit. He had like 10 rocks in his fucking Newport bag. He was like, man, I was about to go on the west side and get this to a couple of my runners, have a couple bitches suck my dick with this shit, but I'm gonna give it to you. Make some money off this shit and figure some shit out. Be smooth with how you doing things. Don't follow what everybody else doing. Operate how you operate. And I don't like this for you. I don't want this for you. But man, when you growing up in this fucked up shit, hey man, whatever you gonna do, just make sure you're doing it the best way you can. But at the end of the day, be smart with how you're doing anything. And that was my introduction to having some real dope. At first it was fake dope, and Pop see me selling that fake shit, and he knew he wasn't in no position where he was about to snatch me up. And to you motherfuckers in the comments, y'all might say he shoulda, but fuck y'all. Y'all don't know what was going on at that time and how the streets was. Nigga, this the late 80s, early 90s. Like, bro, it was totally different world. Wasn't no internet. Wasn't no, you wanted to learn something, you had to go to the library and read a book, and niggas don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no Google, wasn't none of that shit. So you only could do what you could do and what was around for you. And he couldn't tell me nothing about no books or nothing, because he was a crook. He was a street nigga. He was hustling. He was pimping. So he just basically said, I know this gonna be you. I know you was gonna come up in this shit, but whatever you're gonna do it the right way. And I never forgot about that. And and he told me the most precious game in the world. And this what saved me and what kept me alive all these years, because I understood the importance of bobbing and weaving and ducking sometimes and staying on the go and staying. It's hard to hit a moving target. It's hard to catch up with a motherfucker that's always moving. When you stuck somewhere and you posted somewhere, that's how they get you. So he's like, man, you know, I'm a player, and we put our hoes on the corner and have them run the cars and flag people down and make these tricks pay them for pussy. So when I see people on corners running the cars, I identify with them as hoes. Hey man, get in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the bag, nigga, you can control a car. Find one of these junkies that got a car, learn how to drive, get in traffic. Get you a pager. You know what I'm saying? Make your money off payphones. Like, go and call the motherfucker back and pull up on them. Don't be the nigga posted up on corners, running the cars, getting dope out your ass and ducking polices and being around a gang full of niggas. Do your dirt by your lonely. Be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't need two roads leading back to you. You don't need motherfuckers seeing everything you do. Because that's how you get caught up in bullshit. When you doing things that's far as illegal and that can take your freedom away, be smart with it and do it by yourself. I got taught that at 9.
That's crazy.
So my next question.
That helped me move a certain way for a long time.
Type shit. And
I've been done with that shit for a long time. So thanks to God and this internet world and this technology world, so many ways to get it. That supposed to be the last option, not the first.
For sure.
Right. So when I hear motherfuckers talking about, hey, Trump gonna take the dope, he gonna make the cartels not give us dope. Find something else to do now, nigga. It's 2024. There's so many ways to get money now.
Okay.
Fuck some dope. If it's some around, if it's on the floor, it's getting sold. But if it's not, so what? There's so many ways to get some paint, bro. We about to get rich off talking shit. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I'm going to get way more better with this. This is just the first time, and I'm just getting into it. But once I get in that bag, and it's just like a way of life, and it's just like drinking some water or waking up in the morning and stretching is a part of my lifestyle, it's going to be crazy, this shit y'all going to. Just tune in, All Real Everything podcast on the way.
Type shit. So rest in peace to your pops. Yeah. You know, he helped you find your footing in life. You know what I'm saying? He was your first initiation to real, the right way. You know what I'm saying? So losing him, tell me how you became to find your footing on your own without your pops being there and, you know, being able to check in and say, hey, pops, you know what I'm saying? X, Y, Z is.
Rick was always the motherfucker that pushed you towards being your own person. Like, even when I lived with him and moved with him, it was never like, okay, I'm gonna take care of you until you 18, and then you go off on your own and you're gonna be. It was like 12, 11 staying with that nigga. He asking for money on bills. He asking for nigga, I need your half on the rent this week. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, nigga, you talking about rent already? Like, I'm still a baby. But you know, he always pushed that like, nigga, you a adult. I can't remember an age with my pops where we bonded as he's the father and I'm his child. It was always like, I'm his nigga. And me and pops and fuck bitches together. We got money together. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, like when he left, it just, the things that, cause he was very vulgar in his language, and sometimes I didn't always pay attention to the message because I didn't like how the message was conveyed, how it was delivered. He didn't say, hey son, you need, stupid motherfucker, you need to do it like this. What the fuck you doing? You stupid bitch. That ain't how you do it. You need to do it. And it was like, sometimes that can, but it's killing two birds with one stone. It's teaching me how to be tough and not really let how a person talking to me strike an emotion to where I can make a permanent decision on a temporary feeling, because I'm strong with hearing how things come at me, and it made me strong in realizing the things he was teaching me at an early age, helping me with my life to this day. So he was able to make me strong and teach me what I needed to know with how he was talking to me. But sometimes the things will get it would distract me a little bit, because I thought, I'm like, damn, why you talking to me like this? Why you disrespecting me like this? I'm a kid. But now I realize I'm happy how everything turned out, because it's so hard to blow my cool. It's so hard to throw me off my square. It's so, and that's the reason I'm still alive. That's the reason I'm still here, because I know a lot of niggas is dead because they felt somebody disrespected them, or they got mad about something at that time. But to be honest, they wouldn't even been mad about that shit a week later. But they made a decision that took their life away because of how they felt at that time.
Type shit.
So I was able to like dodge a lot of bullshit, or the streets saying certain shit, or niggas doing certain shit, or niggas trying to push me to react or get an emotion out of me, and me doing things that can lead to me in prison for the rest of my life or dead because of a decision I'm making out of anger. I was able to laugh at a lot of shit. Rick laughed at everything. Bills was due, the lights got cut off. I'm like, man, daddy, ain't no lights in this motherfucker. What we gonna do, man? I don't give a fuck. Shit, light some candles. I don't give a fuck. Shots until a bitch come through on with some money, or a play come through, she was gonna be in the dark for a minute. So what? Shit, when the morning come, we can open up the blinds, they be back light. You know what I'm saying, nigga? If you don't like the dark, nigga, go find a bitch with some with her own place and lay with her till I get this shit back right. I'm like, man, I'm young. Go find a fat bitch that's old, that got 10 kids and don't nobody want her no more. And she'll let you move in, nigga. She'll let you sleep in. She'll cook for you every night. She'll take care of you. And then when you get your bankroll up, go get the bad bitch you want. But right now, use this one. to you. Like, make it work, nigga. Whatever. Don't cry and complain and bitch about nothing. You going through something at the time. We gonna get through it. It ain't gonna. Every time, think about it. Anything you ever went through in life, it might was fucked up at that time, but once you got through it and you look back at it, you be like, I was bitching about that. I was tripping about that shit. Wasn't even that. I was crying about that. Nigga, you was a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I checked myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I take everything, the good with the bad with everything. One you learn, one you earn. I take everything like that now because I just realized that once you get through shit, it don't be as bad as you think it is at that time.
You probably made it worse.
And Rick taught me that because he didn't bitch about nothing. First time I ever seen my daddy cry was at my Uncle Ernest's funeral. And he wiped them tears so motherfucking quick and like, crying for what? What is gonna help, nigga? Like, daddy, let them tears out. If you feel that way, man, fuck that shit. I gotta get to the money. Like, I gotta keep it moving. Like, okay, it caught me. I'm only human, but and that's what else I learned in that book with Think and Grow Rich. That another thing, because you asked me what stuck out. Yep. Speaking of this stuck out to understanding that you can't get caught up in what you're going through at that moment, because if you drift off, that's how the devil drift in. And sometimes you can go so far left, you never make it back right. So you don't want your mind to go too far out of place, because you ever see them niggas that you seen back in the day that was somebody, but now you seeing them walking around spaced out talking to themselves because they let something that they went through take them so far left, they didn't get back right. So that's in that book, telling you, like, control your thoughts. We human. You can have constructive thoughts. You can have destructive thoughts. They all attack you the same way on the same level. Most people relate to poverty because that's all they know and that's what they familiar with. And they can't understand riches and getting rich because they never been a part of it. But you can't let your mind drift off too much and dwell on too much of what you don't have. You got to always think it's hope that you can get further. So at the end of the day, like, I never let shit, like I said, I'm only human, so things can get off, but I make sure as soon as they off, get them back right ASAP, get them back right ASAP. Because if I dwell too long in that shit, it ain't helping me dwelling on that shit. So I get right back to it. So some would think that I got a cold-hearted hammer. Like, man, you too cold-hearted. Like, you're like, you don't care about certain things, or you ain't, I just don't got time to keep dwelling and being in a state of mind where I'm depressed and down. Like, I focus on the get back. It's so hard to sometimes do something to niggas that deserve something done to them. Some of these niggas walking around right now because of the lessons I was learning, because some of them should be dead. And I'm just being 100. And for any of you fuck niggas watching this interview, y'all know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who done did shit to me that posed that got dealt with. But I understood. It's so hard for me to dwell on that loss, on them losses or the things that they done, because I'm always focused on the get back. And if I end your life, you're not going to see how great I'm doing. Okay. So I need you to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing better than anybody ever fucked me. Them niggas ain't got eye water to cry with. Them niggas squeezing a quarter to the eagle scream. Like, the eagle screaming on that motherfucker. They trying to turn that quarter into $25, $2,500, $25,000. No, nigga, it's 25 motherfucking cent.
That's crazy.
But I'm not blocking none of them. I need them to be on my Instagram. I need them to be on my Facebook. I need them to see. I was just in Italy, Tokyo, and going to Dubai and be in all these nice cars I be in, and all these gold 4Gs, and all these planes, and all this steak, and all this wine, and all these cigars, and all these rollies, and all these coupes, and all these bankies, and, you know? So thank God that Rick and God helped me deal with emotion properly. So just know some of you guys are walking around earth good because of that.
I think your therapist would be proud.
Yeah. And these things I had to I had to find out and figure out myself. I've been my own therapist for a long time. My barber, shout out to Mark Randall, that's my therapist. He helped me with a lot of things. He grew me up in a lot of ways. Shout outs to my sister Reese. She helped me with a lot of things. She's been my therapist for a long time. My ex-wife, the situations I went through with that and how that ended, that helped me help myself in many ways. My woman now, been my therapist for a while. So, good friends around you. I'm a therapist. It's hard for me to always. I have to figure me out a lot, but that's why it's good to have people like Los come around and help me get in. provide different spaces for me to see the world and see other things, because normally I'm the teacher to everybody I'm around. It feel good sometimes now to be able to be the student, because I still need to learn. I feel like I'm getting at the cap of the things I know. That's why I said I needed to touch these other countries and do other things, because I don't want to be at the cap of what I know, and don't want to be the sharpest and smartest nigga in the room. You know what I'm saying? I might not be the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool with me until I can become the sharpest. And even when I become the sharpest in that drawer, I need to switch drawers, because I need to have some more people sharper than me so I can learn more and get more. You know what I'm saying? You always got to have some motherfuckers that's already in the future around you to, you know,
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
Yeah. So definitely, you know what I'm saying? It's going down like a water slide. I will become a millionaire in this administration, of this Trump administration, of this Republican back running the House, the Senate, every fucking thing that we were controlling everything. I will be a multi-millionaire in this administration. I already got the Rolls Royce color, and I will have a couple of them in this Trump administration, because the energy he gonna put out in the world, hey, I'm shifting there. To be honest, I already been shifted there, so I feel like if he wouldn't have got in, it was gonna be taking me steps back. Yeah, now that he's in there and he's back, because when his first term started, some of the spark of me just wanting to be a legit corporate boss. I wasn't looking towards being the drug boss no more. I wasn't really caring to admire Chapo and Pablo and Meech no more. I wanted to be a person of that status, but be a Jay-Z, a Trump, Diddy before the allegations. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a mogul. Diddy a P. Diddy, I fuck with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to let that be known. This is All Real Everything podcast. Whatever he's alleged going to jail for, I'm not going to say that Diddy didn't inspire me in many ways. I mean, Diddy was fly. Diddy was that nigga coming up. How he operated, how he moved, and everything. That shit going on right now, I don't give a fuck about. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I fuck with Diddy. So, like, I just always wanted to be one of them moguls, a legit mogul, and still had the shine and the glow of the shit I learned in the streets, and you know, that big drug dealer boss type vibe too, but legit. And that's what I'm shooting for. And I'm there. But I'm about to go to the mountaintop now that my boy back in office. You did.
Type shit.
Capitalism at its finest.
So speak on the tape that we've been waiting forever on, man.
Ricky Gordon's son.
Named after your pops.
Ricky Gordon's son. Mac Nichols on my ass about it. Cozy on my ass about it. You on my ass about it. Pause. Everybody, it's just, I'm going to be totally honest. This is All Real Everything podcast. This is Risk Takers podcast, Risky Business Pod, whatever the fuck the names is. I'm feeling myself right now. Rap ain't just been doing it for me like that.
I'm in the same.
The music is there. I got 2 albums I can drop at any moment. I love music, but I've been loving making music for me to live, because I don't like none of this fake, phony shit that's out. Like, so I've been really making music just for me to vibe to, because I want to hear the music I want to hear. If I ain't playing no OGs, you know, T.I., Payroll, Mac Nichols, I love Future shit, you know what I'm saying? A couple people I rock with, but for the most part, it's just, I'm kind of, I hate what happened to Dirt, and I hate hearing that situation, him and White B, because I love seeing young motherfuckers get their shit together and get rich and take care of their families and shit. But that drill shit, especially with them being in their situations, is kind of dead right now. It's like they fell off slightly. And I don't never want to see a nigga not making no money, so I ain't gonna say I'm happy about that. But what I'm saying is that it was draining at just one moment. Kill. I'm a hustler, bro. We get money. We want to look good and fuck bad bitches and suck pussy and drink fucking scotch and champagne and smoke cigars and live life and take care of our kids and be on yachts and boats and look good and get our fingernails done heavy shellac on the toes too. Like, we players, we peas. I want to hear get money, having a nice time, good vibes music. I don't want to hear all the niggas faking. I don't want to hear everybody capping. I don't want to hear everybody lying. I don't want to hear everybody shooting their ops in the trend. I don't want to hear that shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm not going to switch up my program for nobody. So I'm going to make the music I like and what I'm on. But sometimes I feel like it's not needed right now, because this the wave that's in, and you know, still put it out. Because it's people that's like you that need to hear it. Because I'm happy I'd be heard if Payroll didn't put out music. I'd be heard if
Payroll.
Mac Nichols wasn't putting out music. Because they get me through my day from the type of shit I want to hear. So I'm needed because people need, it's some people around still like us that need to hear that. Like Ho said, it's not, they said there's not many of us, but less is more, niggas, plenty of us. So I still need to drop this shit. But I have to get in rapper vibe, and I just ain't really been in rapper vibe. I've been in boss, black grown ass man, husband, entrepreneur, real estate mogul. I've been in that type of vibe, and that just wasn't coexisting with the music. But I still got to put the music out, and I love the music, so it's coming soon. I'm about to drop these albums. Like I said, some of my old ones I done uploaded back to the internet, but it's just this shit got corny, just whacking, too gimmicky. Everybody sound, I'm not from everybody sound the same, everybody rap the same, everybody, and then they was just pushing this agenda with all this purses and trying to be fruity and want the world to be gay and want everybody, and I don't have nothing against nobody, whatever people choose to do in their bedrooms, they do it, but when you pushing it off as a fad or as a trend into the kids and people that mind ain't developed to realize what they need to be doing as that, at a certain age, and it's all fucked up. And like this, what I mean by, to answer your question again, the money don't control me, because it would be a lot easier if I did ride these devilish ways in this shit that's in the universe right now. But I can't even make certain adjustments to it because I'm just real to who I am and my beliefs. So at the end of the day, that show you I'm not, because I'll probably be on the top of if I stay consistent with this shit, I am that nigga with this music. Can't nobody fuck with me. Like I make authentic, hot, dope songs. I'm a hitman. I make songs. I make dope shit, and I ain't just tooting my own horn. Like, I am that nigga. And people that love, that listen to my music, fuck with my music. You know what I'm saying? I done heard it from all different realms of people. Like, I like your shit. I ain't never heard a motherfucker just say it's whack or they don't fuck with it. But adjusting to these new times when you was born and brought up in different times, this is a lot of work every day, waking up, adjusting and moving through this shit. And this shit all weird and fucked up and ungodly, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it just take you far away from the music, because it seemed like that's where all the fuck shit towards. Now the streets then became the music. We did music because we loved it, but we was doing music to get out of the struggle, and now they done made the struggle the music. Sure. I'm not getting into this shit. I didn't get indicted in the other game. You think I'm about to get in this game and get indicted, and this supposed to be my legit way out? It's like nigga, you know how much shit I escaped from the old game? I've been out of it over 8 years, so it's past statute of limitation. So I can talk about, you know how much shit I didn't got away with in the old one? You think I'm about to get fully legit rapping and you can hold what I said on a fucking bar and put me behind bars? Like, come on, man. This shit crazy. So the feds ain't watching the dope dealers no more, because ain't no money in the streets like that no more. The feds is watching the artists. Yeah. The dope game is the rap game now. The dope game that was in the streets don't exist no more. The niggas who still doing that, and that's all they do, they ain't got no money. Ain't no money in the dope game no more. A lot of niggas still doing it that got money. It's just because they addicted to cooking up. They addicted to copping. They addicted to bagging up. They addicted to that formula. That was the first thing they fell in love with. That's the first thing that made them feel like somebody. So they addicted to doing it, but they not even doing it for the money no more. Ain't no money in that like that. That's why I tell niggas it's time to do something new. It's time for the whole world to shift, bro. It's time. It's just time. Because at the end of the day, at one time, that's all we could do and that's all we knew. So for generation to generation, we passed that on, we passed that on, we passed that on, even to our fucking kids in some circumstances. In mine. You know what I'm saying? Look, I told you the story about my pops and how I got into this shit. So, but we living in times now, like I said back then, it wasn't as much information out. It wasn't this resourceful. Now it's so many ways you can get this shit, bro. I don't really care to promote keep selling dope. I don't really care to promote in my music. That's why I love Pay. That's why I love Pay and Mac, bro, because they still tell you what we did, what we was on. But man, we off that shit now. Fuck that shit. Pay, and you know what I mean? And I know he a nigga that moved by God and ain't just chasing the money, because he do a lot of things that can hurt his career. I know a lot of people don't really like Pay, these young niggas, because he raps so old. He always talk about, and you don't like him because he telling you what you need to be doing, and you know you ain't none of that shit he talking about, and you feel insecure when you hear him because he telling you to level up, be a man, take care of your family, pay your bill, and you the nigga who ain't doing shit for your kids, you the nigga who ain't paying bills, you the nigga who on all them drugs, and so you don't want to hear that kind of shit, and that's the kind of vibe I'm on. It's like, do people really want to listen to that? But the people who do, you need to give it to them. And at the end of the day, like, everything just became played out. It's just a lot of this shit getting played out. But I take that back to the niggas who been getting it before the rap music. It's normally only played out to us because we've been in it before the music. So it's like we looking for something new because we already been there. You got in this to become a nigga like me. So you still glorifying that because you really just getting in that. We been in that. So that's the difference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, a motherfucking again, nigga, white chocolate. Who was the basketball player whose name was White Chocolate?
Jason Williams.
Yeah, Jason Williams. To answer your question again, Jason Williams. I move on God time.
Williams too. That's crazy.
I move on. Your last name Williams? See, look how God works. Look how I told y'all God. You sit next to God right now. You look at the road. Don't just look very godly. It's Versace too. They already say that, but you can tell by the Burry Coupe design on it. Yeah. But I'm not just about the materials though. Remember.
Appreciate everybody tapping in. Every episode sponsored by Stock the Bar Vodka. We like to highlight the risk takers, that we have on every episode. So every episode we will be gifting a bottle.
Thank you.
To every risk taker that we highlight on every episode.
White girls love vodka. They say it help you with your diet. It's not a lot of calories. It's not a lot of shit in it, so that can hurt you. So Stock the Bar Vodka. I heard of this vodka actually. This dope, red, white, and blue, the USA colors.
Shout out Daryl Reese.
Stock the Bar Vodka. Drink responsibly. Make sure y'all go and check that out. At the end of the day, like is a good vodka. Is the best vodka in the world. Ask your girl. I'm sure she probably did something with it.
Shout out to the risk taker we got on here today.
Yeah, shout out
C.Y.C.
Say it again.
C.Y.C. Cash your check, count your cash.
Absolutely.
Don't pocket watch. Stop the pocket watch.
And while you counting up, you know what I'm saying? What do you say? Get some of the white girls over, pour them a couple, you know what I'm saying?
Stop the bar vodka. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at the end of the day, vodka is healthy. It don't got a lot of sugar in it. It don't got a lot of gluten in it. It's real healthy for you to drink. It's authentic. And I heard about that before they brung that. So Stock the Bar Vodka, definitely. I know a couple parties that the bartenders were serving that and promoting that.
Shout out to the AC Hotel.
He definitely hustling and putting that shit out here, and I respect that. A nigga owning a liquor company, like, come on, man. That's boss shit.
Shout out Daryl Reese.
Yeah, shout out to Daryl Reese. I don't know you, but your liquor at the penthouse, so
yes,
I know
sir.
You in here. That's bossy. I don't know you, but you in here. You in here in spirit. Ooh, in spirit, and that's a spirit. Woo, see, a rapper.
Going on, Brittany?
Give me your top 3 characteristics you would say it takes to be a top tier hustler.
Man, those are big ass words. I told you I got here because getting for 5 and selling for 10, take that less than 8. Nigga, I didn't say I was smart. Nigga talking about lows. Say that again. Talk to me like, listen, I didn't get here because of college. Talk to me like a kid.
Tell me.
Slow that shit down. You very, see them light-skinned niggas be smart. You an educated brother. You love Obama. Trump might not know what you said, but he's in office. He's in office, ain't he?
Just tell me, like, what does it take to be a hustler? Break that down. Man, like, define that. So much. There you go. Man, my bad.
You had me sweating here. Anxiety therapist. Let me text my therapist.
To even bring it down a little bit more into your
thank you, Los. Tell it.
In your field.
What he
pretty much saying, give me your personal 5 stack commandments. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, my personal
hustler
5 commandments. Stack commandments. I'm just an expert at getting money, but I'm really horrible at managing. I blows it. I blow money, but I'm an expert at getting it, so it evens out for me. But but my 5 stacking, because I'm being smart with it now. I'm actually great at money managing now. See, I keep talking about the past, and I catch up to the new you, Cello. I talk to myself, so
it's all good.
Okay,
for sure.
Catch up to the new you, Cello. We ain't talking about the past you no more. We can talk about what's going on now. You is stacking. Just managing your money well and understanding you are who you are no matter where you are, to where you don't have to try to keep up with the Joneses. You don't got to keep up with what's going on with everybody. You ain't got to keep up with the latest Long as you alive, you winning. Long as you got a roof over your head, you winning. So that keeps me grounded now to where, and to be honest, I never was doing things to impress people or try to think I'm better than somebody or rub it in motherfuckers' faces. I do things because I actually like it. I wear my jewelry and drive my cars with myself. To be honest, when I'm around a lot of people or going certain places, I don't even bring. I had niggas call me all day, man, bring the car out. Let me get the car tonight, or let me get the watch. You ain't wearing that shit. Where you? I be like, bro, I did this for me. These be rewards to pacify pain. These be rewards to tell myself I can get to the next level, because if I can get this one, I can get the Protect. If I can get the Protect, I can get the one that Jay-Z got on. It's just me pushing the envelope and reward myself with little things and know I can get the greater things later on. So just not trying to keep up with the Joneses and paying attention to everything that's going on, and just do what works for you and what's in your budget and be happy with that. But don't fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to even wear the bust down watches right now when you go on Instagram and see AP bust down 3,600 with the lab stones, or Sky Dweller bust down for 9,000 with the lab. And it's like, you might be in a club and a bitch see you with yours on and see him with his on and be like, oh yeah, the same niggas. I just go with him. But he got the fake one on and you got the real one, and you feel disgusted. Because you're like, damn, if I'm done from blowing this much on this, and I could have kept mine because he looked just as good as me, and he didn't spend all his money on his and probably got a whole bunch of other shit going on. But before I turn into him and fake it till I make it, I just not even care about it or not even give a fuck about wearing it, because I did it for me. I didn't do it for the show. I'm smoking cigars for me. This ain't for the show. I do this because I like to do it. I know everything about this motherfucker. I know where it's from, where it was created, how long it took to process it. Like, anything I put my mind on, I'm about to Google it, YouTube it, become a part of it, feel it in my soul, become obsessed with it. I don't just do things to make people think that I'm a part of somewhere, I'm on something. I make sure I know what the fuck I'm doing. So when I'm around people, I know what I'm talking about and I don't look fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? So
that's one. What's the other?
That's one.
Right. That's how I said 3.
I'm long-winded with everything I say, because I think I just went off topic a couple times. I be everywhere because my mind everywhere. I'm just saying.
That's how real conversation is.
Yeah, I hear people talk to 50 and they be asking him questions, and sometimes he answer and it sound like, where you go? You went further, but they mind running. Mm-hmm. That's that billionaire mind frame. That's the one I got, so I might be all over the place. But stack commandments, you got to be trustworthy. That don't really go with that. I don't really know how to answer that. I'm a 5 stack. Man,
that's why I say hustler.
Yeah.
Hustler,
I don't, 5 stack commandments, like, be
There's
smart.
No payroll be very disappointing in you right now.
Yeah, man, be smart. Be smart with your money. Watch how you spending that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fucking it off on no bitch that might end up leaving you. Make sure it's the motherfucker you really in love with. Make sure you watching the people that's always asking for it, and then when you tell them no, they gonna say fuck you. You could have just saved yourself a headache by saying no from the door, because you might say yes 5 times and say no once and they hate you. So watch how you throwing your money around the people, and just fall in love with money. Become obsessed with money, and always keep God first. Become obsessed with it and always want it and keep it close to you, and make love to that motherfucker and keep her close, and she gonna always stay close. So you won't always have her. I can't really give you the how to stack it. I'm gonna say just always focus on getting it and having it. And I feel you're gonna have so much, you're gonna be able to do everything you want to do and stack. Right. So just focus on keep getting it. And you can stack it, spend it, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. If you become an expert at getting it. I'm an expert at getting it, so I don't really pay no attention to stacking. I flip money. I'm a boss like Hov, but I got the state of mind of Dame Dash as well, to where I keep money flipping. Sometimes I might not have no money because my money in the streets, my money rotating, my money in product, my money in merchandise, my money is rotating. You know what I'm saying? So I understand Jay-Z and Damon Dash. I don't just dislike one of them. I love both of them.
Type beat.
You know what I'm saying? Because I understand Dash perspective. I understand how Hov move. Use some of them other folks' money so you'll never got to touch yours, so you can put all yours up. I understand Dame Dash. If them people ain't fucking giving it to you, spend all yours and don't be scared, because you know you're going to get it back because you're a hustler. So, that's my answer. Get it for 5, sell it for 10, take none less than 8.
You also be great. And
pay yourself and put up something. I put up $100 a day, $200 a day. And I make sure that money, is what you stacking in, what you flipping. I flip a lot and put everything in this shit, but it's certain shit I don't touch at all. I just add to it. And that's a part of stacking too. I put up $200 a motherfucking day. That's almost 80,000 at the end of the year, every year. You know what I'm saying? And that's just for money to do things with, have fun with, invest in some watches, or do whatever I want to do with it. I might not reward myself to the end of the year because I can't spend no money until I go in that money, because all the other money is for bills, my lifestyle, and I don't want to compromise the way I live and make sure my girl taken care of, my kids taken care of, and I might only got that 200 to put up. But I know at the end of the year, when I go all them 200s a day I can have fun off that free damn near 100.
No cap.
So you know what I'm saying? I might just ball every year. At the end of the year, that'd be enough. Some niggas ball throughout the whole year and don't equal up to that because they doing petty balling. I like doing big shit. Shit that, you know what I'm saying, you can always remember. That little shit in between really don't matter. It's the big shit that you think about and that you're going to always remember. If you sit back and think about your life and just sit back and think about your whole entire life, I don't give a fuck how old you are. If you 30 years old, if you just think, it's going to take you 5 to 10 minutes to think about your whole life. Them whole 30 years only going to add up in like 10 minutes because you only going to remember the times that made sense. You ain't going to remember all the little shit in between. So that's why I always like making big memories, because in the end, all you going to have is the memories. If you dead, you in that jail cell for the rest of your life, or you somewhere fucked up, the memories might bring you back to life. The memories going to get you through that time. The memories going to have you in heaven smiling like, damn, I was a hell of a nigga. So I try to make big moments instead of a whole bunch of little ones.
Fire.
Yeah, but my therapist starting to teach me how to make the little ones too, and that
live in a moment.
We having a debate on that because I'm like, yeah,
it's very hard to live in a moment, bro.
Yes, it is.
When you really got that real hustler and that kind of spirit, she be trying to tell me, live more in a moment and shit. It be hard, bro, because I'm so in love with not just the finish line, but from when I got up and moved up and continue moving on. I'm in love with that. I'm in love with the chase every single day. For example, I just did the Polo G show. 20 Monroe was the first show I did under Risky Business as a publication.
Dope.
Walked in, got my pass, got all the other shit. I'm just like, I'm doing a show. I'm like, man, this shit whack, low key, bro. Like, I'm used to, hey, is this right? Is this right? Me not knowing until I'm right there in front. If I'm doing what I got to do, I'm in love with the hustle, bro. Yeah. I'm in love with the passion, and that's why I feel like how you said, like, every time I'm doing something, I'm thinking about what's next. Yeah, it was hard for me doing that. Like when we was in Italy, I'm in there like, yeah, man, I love this shit, but what we gonna do next? While we on a motherfucking boat in the middle of the ocean? Yeah, it's crazy, bro. That's crazy. It was
like that, and I'm the same way. And I'm like, damn, I couldn't even. As soon as we off the, it's like, where we going next?
Type shit.
And it's like, damn, relax. You know what you just done? And I'm already thinking about what's next. That's why we went to Tokyo so goddamn quick. It was like, man, Italy was cool, but like, what we gonna do next?
For sure.
And like, I gotta realize that there's a lot of my people that didn't make it to see Italy or see Tokyo, or I came up in times where I'm in a beautiful space as far as my generations, because I'm like in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 20s, and like so. It's a lot of people I know was damn near millionaires, but never went out the country before. Sure. So a lot of people I know that had money that died or went to prison for the rest of their life, and never even went out their state. They was just city hopping. So I'm able to say I experienced things that some of the people I looked up to didn't even experience. That's dope as hell, bro. And just like, I'm so thankful and so grateful and so blessed to be able to say that I didn't experience these things, bro, and still out here and still living, and then seen all these different generations of how this shit. And I'm like, what you mean? Oh, like, you don't want to grow up? You don't want to be able to say, I was at this time, I was at that. I can say I was in the analog time and the technology time.
Crazy.
I can say I was at a time where they taught cursive in school to where it's extinct now. I can talk about a time where God was in school and now they don't even talk about the Bible. I can say I was during the payphone era and now we got phones in our hand. I'm from the phone that do like this and shit.
Yeah, yeah. You know I remember that phone.
Yeah, like so, man, that's fucking dope. That's amazing. And I be praying to God because I be like, damn, I don't never want to leave this bitch because I want to see when cars start flying.
Man,
I want to see when I want to. But you got to think about it, how many different generations that experience things that we didn't experience.
But
we didn't experience motherfuckers hanging from trees and shit.
I was just getting ready to say it's crazy. Like last year, sometime my grandfather, he like 86, and we was having this conversation. And we was talking about, like, everything that he saw. Like, he went from the radio to the black and white TV, to the color TV.
That's dope.
All the way up to cell phones, the internet, seen the black president, seen Trump, seen it, and he went through the civil rights and all that.
So young men live, bro. Want to live. You might be going through something at the time that's fucking you up and making it seem like life ain't shit and you want to get, but listen, bro. Live is so much that comes with living, good and bad. But you gotta make that pain your pleasure, because you get more from the distractions and the pain than you get from the pleasure and the smiles. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta take it all in. You gotta accept it all, because it's gonna be so many things you get out of that struggle when you get out of that pain that's gonna make you appreciate the sunny days going through them rainy ones. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, the good or the bad, man, I wouldn't have it no other way, bro. I love this shit, bro.
You can't have one without the other.
Man, I love being alive. I love living. I love having to get up every day and figure it out. I love when my back gets against the wall a little bit and get a little tough and get a little scary and it'll get a little. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because that what makes you who you are. That what makes you what you are. That what build character. That what build strength. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, like, man, accept all that shit. That bitch make you mad. Don't kill her or be ready to kill yourself, man. Another one to come. You gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. Yes. If your money get funny, man, long as you alive and you breathing, it's hope that the next day you can, man, get with the right crowd, man, walk in the right store, play the right lottery ticket, nigga. Don't tell them what you might come up with.
Type shit.
Become a billionaire overnight in some situations. You know what I'm saying? So just keep fighting, bro. The tables will turn. The tables will turn. So at the end of the day, like, I love this shit. I love living. I never been suicidal. I pray for those people that's going through mental illnesses and fucked up situations where they feel that way. But I never been that nigga. I never been that nigga that feel like life's over. I never been that nigga that gets shaky and fucked up when shit get a little scary. I just smile through it all and keep it moving. And just like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and I just smile, bro, and stay happy through it all, bro.
Type shit.
If anybody gonna remember me for anything, it's gonna be always that nigga was talking shit, swallowing spit, laughing, being the life of the party. I feel like that's what I will be remembered as, and a quality ass nigga.
Real shit. You got any things you want to say for closing out?
Yeah, this would be one last thing. It's kind of so because of the manifestation thing. So tell me, I guess, different things that you do to bring something from your mind into physical reality.
Cozy, take a couple pictures of me too, just so I can post it for Instagram. Might as well let the world know I still got to be watched. And the camera's been on me all my life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was the police or whether it was bitches, camera's always been on me. I felt a little uncomfortable because when nobody taking no picture of me. I know the camera recording us, but it's like I need somebody to just focus on me.
I got you.
Focus on me.
I got you.
But what you
just manifestation, like, you know, I know you was talking about like seeing it here, but like, is there anything else that you do that you think also helps that process of manifestation? But I ain't like, I see it here, but what else? Like, how are you bringing these things into physical reality?
First, you gotta believe and know you him. Mm-hmm. You hear me? Mm-hmm. You gotta believe and know you him. Because if you don't know that, it's gonna be times where life might make you feel like you ain't shit. But you gonna be like the devil a lie. I don't got nothing right now. I'm fucked up right now. I'm in a fucked up situation right now. But I know I'm that nigga. I know I'm him. There's just something I'm going through at the time. So that make any time that gets shaky or gets scary, like, we ain't worried about that. Because we still gonna keep telling ourselves we a king. We still gonna keep telling ourselves we a millionaire. We still gonna keep telling ourselves we that nigga. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, the table's gonna turn. It only get fucked up when you believe it's really fucked up. I never believe it's really fucked up. You're not gonna convince me of that. I don't give a fuck if we sleeping outside. This just for right now. Even though it's gonna never get to that. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sorry for the people that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never. They say you never say never. It's never gonna get to that. I know too much. I'm him. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you just know you're gonna always be good. And so every day I'm gonna walk in and talk it like I'm there already, because I am there. It's just looking for me. I'm in a maze right now. You know, if you're looking from an aerial view, you can see in the maze and see this motherfucker turning right and this person turn. The money just, sometimes when I turn right, the money turn left, or when I turn left, the money turn right. So we just ain't the real money. It just ain't. It's leaving a trail, so I'm able to pick up the little shit that's is leaving behind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But eventually we gonna catch up with each other, the big one. Yeah. And then everything gonna make sense. That's why God kept me around, and that's why I'm still here, and that's why I made it through all that shit, and that's why I ain't let these fuck niggas or these motherfuckers who didn't put me in situations where they try to dictate my next move through emotion and could have tricked me off these streets. I didn't let none of that happen because it was always a bigger picture, and I know I was gonna up the score, and I know I was gonna settle the score by being successful. You know what I'm saying? You can be successful with enemies, or you can be broke and have a lot of friends. I realized and picked my poison early on that I always wanted to be successful. So I knew a lot of people weren't gonna like me. I knew I was gonna have problems with a lot of people because I didn't look at people like, I don't worship worthless idols. I might look at you to a high level, but I don't ever look at you like I can't get to where you at, or I can't achieve what you got, or I can't come up with that. I just say, okay, man, that's cool. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you because I don't got a hate bone in my body. So I'm going to always be happy for people and what people got. But I never been a person that feel like I can't get it or I hate you got it, because I feel like if I'm available, if I'm free, if I'm alive, I can get anything I want in life. And anybody that I might hold to a high standard and look at them like they somebody, I know I can, if I want to get there or surpass that, I can, long as I'm alive and long as I'm here. So I never really tried to make decisions that could stop that permanently, because I always know tomorrow you can come up with something. I always know the next minute, the next hour, the next second, you can come up with something. So stay focused, man. Stay focused through it all, bro. Stay focused. That's the main focus, is to remain focused through it all. No matter what I'm going through, I got to keep my composure. I got to stay calm. I can't blow my cool. I got to stay focused, and I'm going to get everything I'm trying to get in life. I don't care if it takes till I'm 100 years old. I'm going to reach every one of my motherfucking goals. And in this Trump administration, I'm about to reach them quick. Yeah. Black Republican, nigga.
I'm good, brother.
Tight beat.
That was amazing, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Shout out to my brother.
It's an honor for me to let you meet me, because I'm somebody. I'm just saying, you sitting around a great motherfucker right now.
I feel it.
I hope you do. I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You a rare one.
This a real leather. No, you know, a lot of couches, I got this custom made. Just, you know, some leather couches just got leather on the front.
Shut your ass up,
and what you sit on.
Hey, we about to close this shit out.
Vinyl. The back leather too. It's leather even under this motherfucker.
Shit,
it's leather even under it. It's the whole thing wrapped in a cow. The whole thing wrapped in a cow. You know what I'm saying?
Not the whole thing wrapped in a cow.
Yeah. Shout outs to stock. Yeah, allocated. Shout outs to Stock the Bar Vodka.
Shout out to Stock the Bar Vodka. Shout out to the risk taker we got on right here.
Shout out to my
very special motherfucker right here. This is my brother right here. Blood come make me appreciate this man even more. I love this man. It's my dog. Shout out Chasing Summer.
Thanks for voting Trump. Thank you. Please. Thank you. I needed y'all guys.
Risk taker right here.
Yeah.
Risky Business Podcast. We out.
All Real Everything Podcast. We out, baby. Gang.